Yeah, if you look in commentary, I just talked about how I could actually join.
Oh.
Oh well. I mean, if y'all want to do it, I guess I'll. I've done a
I don't feel like doing two. Hey. Okay, so we should be. Go ahead and go. Yo, guys. So we're a ways into this race already. Sick.
Yeah, looks like they've already been off to the races.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Viblosh has got a much stronger start to this.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess just to talk a little bit about the runners. Denny, new up and coming runner, getting pretty good pretty quickly. Viblosh is kind of like the same case, but he's been around for longer. So like he's had a chance to flourish a bit more.
This was him like a year ago, basically.
Right. I mean, he's pretty rusty right now.
Yeah, he's been doing better though. He's been grinding out races the past week, just trying to get back to like full form. And I think it's worked pretty well for him.
Yeah, definitely a force to be reckoned with. So you got a very nice 201 CE. Pretty darn good time. You see Denny flying off the hills here. That's actually really, really hard not to do. There's no real visual cues for it, and you kind of just have to roll over the hill onto the next one. It takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, it's pretty much all timing based. So, you know, just playing it more, you kind of get a feel for how it's supposed to go. Yeah, a 202. It was a 202 and a 216?
201, actually.
Oh, 201. Okay.
So we got Bigfoot here. You're just gonna kill him.
Yeah, nothing too fancy about this. You kind of just somersault to propel yourself forward, and that's how he's able to get on the front box really quickly. I feel like Denny's probably going to go for the front box too.
Is that
I believe
2162.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's incredible.
It's because he you see, if you're too slow and he you know, becomes vulnerable again, like if you don't hit him perfectly, he actually flies back a bit. But if you hit him fast enough, you'll keep him in place, so you can actually get your hits off faster.
Whoa, that RNG on Viblosh's side is very, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, but
he seems to be forgetting how to get this piece.
Yeah, you gotta grab him by the nose.
I found him.
Yeah, with the free pieces, that on a railway actually didn't end up being too bad.
Yep.
But Denny's got to be going back and forth here.
Ooh, very rough for him. Yeah, usually on a railway is a piece we don't like seeing just because it puts you far away from a lot of things, as well as just taking a while to grab. Pretty darn rough RNG on Denny's side. Pretty good execution.
Yeah, that's, you know, you couldn't get much better of a time than this.
Really? So. A little bit of an Eggman 2. Or, yes, this is Eggman 2, not 1. We promise. The final rush is coming up next.
I wish. But when's that skip?
Later. PM. Yeah, you just kind of shoot him and he dies. Here we got Prison Lane. Very, very movement-based tail stage. You're seeing them hopping around all these corners. Basically, that's just to preserve momentum. When tail stage is sharp corner without jumping, it just loses all its speed. And when you hop, it doesn't do that, so...
Yeah, he hits it with the 26 check. Really good. He'll probably end up getting like a 38 on the elevator here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That means that he handled everything from that checkpoint on pretty much perfectly.
Very smooth.
Let's see. Ooh, Denny having a little bit of trouble with that jump. Sometimes I feel like if you're too left there, one of the big causes of that is that you don't actually walk onto the elevator, which will put you slightly higher, which will allow you to make the jump. But sometimes I feel like if you aren't left enough, you also can't make that jump. And that's scary because it can like zip you to the right and off the stage.
Yeah, it can be really, really dangerous, so... Luckily for them, they didn't encounter any major problems with it, though. That could have been messy.
Yeah, Viblosh getting a couple shots through the walls there. So that'll save him just a little bit extra time.
Mm-hmm.
But he misses the last gate hop, so... 144. That's not a really great time, but it's, you know, it's not like he butchered everything, so... He will take that. He will take that with pride.
Mm-hmm.
Denny's lining up the shots, and he's gonna... Let's see. Okay, he grabs the shot up there, and
Ooh,
he doesn't get either of the gate hops.
They can be pretty tricky, so it's definitely understandable. You got a Viblosh here on Metal Harbor. Very, very dangerous. Want to explain a bit why?
Yeah, lots of really tight jumps. Lots of big gaps. Lots of the time you're just out over open water. It's a little weird. And little mistakes, like, you know, fat thumbing and accidentally missing spin dash jumps will just make you fall off and die. And the checkpoints are kind of far apart. So you lose tons of time.
Yep.
Yeah. Viblosh having an okay time, a little bit of a stumble there at the end before this rocket, but for the most part, this whole section's been pretty good. Ooh! He misses a jump there. So he didn't get in the height.
Second try, second try.
Yeah. As long as you don't miss. As long as you don't miss the rocket in the 15 seconds. And you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Denny is, okay, see, Denny's somersaulting under all these. Sometimes he's, like, these specific things, somersaulting under them can be really wonky. And we're not really sure why. It's just kind of funky. Compared to, like, some of the other stuff that you somersault under in this game.
Yep. Denny making my heart stop a little bit there. Moving a little bit backwards with that homing attack. That can be pretty bad. Sometimes they'll start circling around an enemy and everything goes just kind of down the gutter.
And it's just like semi under your control. It's like, you know, it's all position based, but it's like basically really hard to predict when that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Viblosh goes for the cool aisle strat here with the spin dash, or if he just walks up in storages. He's just going for storage. That's fair.
Definitely a pretty respectable time there.
Oh yeah. There's like no issues with that at all. An 11-second run is exactly what you want for this boss.
Indeed.
Let's see how Denny handles it. Hopefully he won't receive any full hops or anything. When Shadow does the full hop, that's probably one of the worst things he can do, especially if he like homing attacks onto a ledge or something, because then you like can't storage him if he's on a ledge, and then it just makes the whole boss really weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So lots of
Definitely don't
times,
want to give it away.
yeah. So like if your shadow isn't clean, sometimes you can just like bleed seconds, but he gets a 12 and it's pretty good actually.
Yeah. Viblosh getting a smooth 14 check. If anybody is wondering exactly what's happening with Viblosh's versus Denny's splits, our timer rather, and why Viblosh's is stopping and that Denny's isn't, that's because Viblosh is using in-game time as his current timer method. We go by in-game time in the community because loads can vary from person to person wildly, from console to console, and just the game has in-game time. You see that timer? Yeah.
Ooh,
like, so we can
look
use
at
that.
this task run.
Oh my god. While I was
That
talking about
was
in-game
clean.
time, Viblosh performed a task trick known as Task Run.
Yeah, wow. We haven't really seen many task runs this whole tournament. I think Gage probably. I'm sure Gage probably did one because.
Yeah, I think so. And I think
if anyone was going to do it, it'd be him.
Yeah, I know a few people have, but they're few and far between.
Yeah, 120 story style. That's actually ridiculous.
Jesus.
Keep in mind that story style actually adds like 0.8 something seconds to your timer, as opposed to doing it from stage select. So that was almost like a 119.
Yeah, that's just insane. To give you an idea of that time, like, and he even had a few mistakes. I don't know how he did that. His movement must have been like perfect everywhere else.
Yeah, it was really clean for the most part. I don't think there were any like huge issues. I mean, there couldn't have been huge issues for that time. Oh yeah,
right.
And I was gonna say, I think someone said something about like new runners hype or whatever earlier. Viblosh isn't exactly a new runner. I mean, it's been like a little over a year, so he's like had time to get used to all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that he went up in the ranks really quickly, so he is pretty established as of right now.
Right. He came into the community with a ton of really good practice methods and like just a really good mindset for getting better, and just kind of like sat down and just got really good at the game really quickly. I took him what, 4 months to get like 7th place.
Yeah, he got sub Talon. I think it was like April of last year.
Yeah, so it was quite something.
Yeah,
definitely a prodigy.
Viblosh not getting the greatest RNG in the world. 52 seconds is not. Well, the pieces weren't like that bad though.
Yeah. Could have been better, could have been worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like coming up here on Mission Street. Getting to the hover.
Yeah, the big thing here is if he makes this weight jump here. If he misses it, then he's going to definitely lose a good chunk of time.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Denny's having a little bit of trouble figuring out where this piece is. Oh, there he goes.
Yep, see it in the corner of your eye.
Yeah. That piece can be in a few different locations, and it can be kind of confusing sometimes.
Yeah. You gotta. That's why you have to learn how to use your radar.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can tell which one it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, at this point, the astute viewer may have noticed that on Denny's screen, when he takes a rocket, there's like no like fire trail behind it. This is because some Intel graphics cards just cut graphics from the game, and I do believe he would be playing on one of those.
Yeah, this.
Ooh,
Viblosh
very
walks
rough
off that little that little thing under the bridge, if you walk off of it in a weird way and hit the ramp, then you won't get nearly as much height out of it. So that is not what you want to see at all. If that ever happens to you, you have to hover and hope that you can potentially make it, or you can pray that you manage to shoot down the fence. But apart from that, that's just like a bad situation whenever that happens. And he's not even going to make the cycle. Oh, never mind. He barely clutches that out.
That was very tight.
I'm glad he made that. That was pretty tight. Alright, we'll have to see if Denny manages to match with the weight hop, and if he can manage to not die, then even if he doesn't make the 0 cycle, he cuts commentator's curse.
Oh no!
Wow. He cuts that corner just a little too tight. Man.
Rough.
Yeah,
Dude, I have seen you commentate throughout this marathon. Can you just stop saying things to not happen? Because this always seems to happen with you.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's not me. It's the race. The race brings out, the race brings out the chaos. Anything
I mean,
can
you're
happen.
not wrong. But somehow you seem to commentator curse a lot more.
Yeah. I think we just notice. I think we just notice.
Fair enough.
Stuff happens all the time. It's just we're talking about like the analysis. We got to say what should be happening.
All right. So we got Aquatic Mine here. It looks like no free pieces on the opening cutscene for Viblosh.
Yeah, but
also,
Guardian
very
of the
good
Switch.
first.
Yeah.
Ooh. Smooth so far. Looks like Denny having a little bit of trouble getting over the black boxes. It can be pretty difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it has to be a tight hover jump or a pause hover, or you can use the enemy to help damage boost you over it. I see a lot of people go for that as a backup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Viblosh manages to grab Dented Ceiling, a normally really bad piece, with a sign clip out. So
definitely a lot more bearable.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty okay execution in RNG. Oh,
magnet walls! Magnet walls!
Walls.
Lots of these walls. For some reason, it's almost as if you like clip into them. But a lot of these walls, if you get really close to them, you'll just stick to them. There are walls like that on Hidden Base too, and it's the worst. It really is the worst.
It's so bad.
Anyways, Viblosh is heading into Route 101. There's not really too much to say about this besides, it's basically initial D. You want to keep your drift. You want to keep your turn smooth. And you want to make sure that you have like the right number of rings before big, important points where you're going to slow down. Like for example, right here, going to make a big jump. So he's going to boost in order to keep his speed. And he's going to be getting a boost up on this hill.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's all about just keeping track of your rings and keeping good control of a cart that is really, really weird. It looks like Denny's finally getting to the end of the stage. He's going to wrap it up. Finish strong.
Definitely a rough time.
Yeah.
It was really unfortunate, especially that second death. There was like nothing he could have done about that.
Yeah, once you get caught by the magnets, he might have been able to hover down to like the Walk of Shame. I couldn't tell. I think that
maybe.
You have enough height by the bottom of that wall that you can still make it down there, but that would still been a major time loss.
Right.
Ooh, Viblosh not getting a boost for this last part here. He's gonna actually have to wait until his top line of rings.
So something interesting there. He got the boost before he got to the balloon, and just like out of pure like ingrained, I wouldn't say muscle memory, but like ring rooting, he went to the balloon. It's actually a little bit slower if you get the boost before the balloon because you don't really have anything to slow you down afterwards.
Yeah, you don't need to. If you're already going the max speed, you don't need to boost again. It doesn't give you any benefit.
Right. But it's not like a huge time loss or anything. But Route 101 is
like
all about
maybe
the small
frames, maybe a couple frames.
Yeah.
Ooh, that second piece from Ghost Room, entrance to the abyss. Oh, he's not going. He's not going to go all the way down, is he? Please. Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah. If he went, if he went down too low, there's another piece down there called Path to the Abyss.
Oh,
yeah,
very
this
rough.
layout's just nasty.
Oh man,
I don't like this layout.
Neither do I. This is really mean. Poor Denny. Looks like Viblosh went for a frame perfect trick and failed.
Yeah, so he's just going to be going for your standard GC skip. And the cleanest of corner clips.
Very smooth. Ooh, power sneakers. I love power sneakers.
Power sneakers.
Alright, in just a little bit, there's another frame perfect hover jump coming up, and we'll see if he gets it.
I don't think this one's quite frame perfect.
Jazz and I tested it literally yesterday, and it's frame perfect.
It is. I was gonna say that was not like a perfect height, was it?
It's definitely a frame perfect unpause. I'm unsure about the pause.
Frame perfect unpause. Okay. Yeah. See, there's a little bit of a difference between the frame perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So basically what we mean by a frame perfect unpause is when you unpause the game, you have to press A on the first frame after you unpause to be able to get enough height to jump over there.
Yeah, it makes your hovers go a lot higher if you do that frame perfect unpause.
Yep. So yeah, you're seeing just really how busted the hover jump is in this level. If it wasn't evident yet that he's not supposed to be there, well, now it is.
Shoutouts to Grind Rice in the back. Is that what it's supposed to be? The little pyramid?
Now I'm confused.
No, there's just like a little pyramid in the skybox.
Oh, isn't that part of the pyramid that you arrive at? It's this hidden base.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We need like a map.
I think it makes sense.
We need a map.
We have a map. It's just not made well.
We need the stage select map isn't really good enough.
Exactly. All right, we got Pyramid Cave here. Most technical Sonic stage. We're gonna get another broken upgrade in this level. Notice the bounce. We're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff with that. Ooh, a 12 check. You want to explain what that cool stuff is when we come to it, Geek?
The bounce bracelet lets you get a lot of height, but not exactly in the way that you'd normally think. If you have a lot of horizontal speed and you bounce into a wall, then your horizontal speed will become vertical speed. So, as you can see, he spin dashes into the wall and does a single bounce and gets extreme height out of it. And it works the same way going down. If you bounce and you're going really fast and you run to a wall, like as you're falling, then you'll go down even faster too.
So there's a hole in that wall. Like in that door, in between the door and the wall, there's straight up a hole. So you can just kind of jump through it. It's like just big enough for Sonic to squeeze through. So it's a bit precise. It's definitely possible to miss it a few times.
Yeah. Viblosh with a 109 check coming out of the second tunnel. Definitely not amazing, but, you know, good for a run. Definitely good for a race.
Indeed.
The big thing now is that he does not die. Even, like, if you spaghetti this end part, dying is, like, you know, dying will lose you, like, 30 seconds at this point. There are no real checkpoints, and he might be going for the big fat gravity bounce right here. There he goes.
A 141, very nice. Looks like you got Denny coming up here in hidden base. We'll be seeing what strats they opt to be using. Ooh,
GC?
I did not know that Denny went for GC skip.
Okay.
That's a bit of a step up from what I think we've seen from them in other runs. Oh
He
my
makes
god, my
it.
heart.
Just barely.
My heart.
GC skip's scary. If you don't have the right angle as you go into that corner, it'll drag you down a little bit. So
Resetting Cowering Beetle, interesting choice.
yeah, that Cowering Beetle's a blue room piece. So
Going for a
that's
little bit of
exactly what he wants.
yeah, going for a little bit of practice strats. A lot of the time, we just practice these levels over and over again due to the sheer amount of hints that we have to memorize and, you know, be able to determine the fastest way to go to. And so we often have the upgrade, so he just kind of forgot that he didn't have it.
Yeah. Oh man, he gets huge bug. Not a really fun piece to get, especially if he'd just gotten Cowering Beetle. Huge bug is just like ew. But this piece is a pretty uncommon one.
Yeah, it's not that bad though. Actually, overall, that RNG was surprisingly good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's recovering. This isn't that bad, actually.
Viblosh has definitely been getting pretty lucky this time around. Looks like we've gotten switched back over to the RTA timer on Viblosh's side. Makes the comparison a little bit easier.
I found him.
Okay, Denny actually going on the left side there. You know, you don't see a lot of people go on the left. It gives you a little weird of a camera. But he finishes it out, finishing pretty strong with his 206.
Huh? Who's there?
Yep. I got Boom Boo.
Ghost?
This boss is definitely pretty mean. It's not one of the hardest bosses. That would probably go to Egg Golem with super bounces. But it's definitely the most volatile. The most volatile would definitely be this one because if you mess it up the one cycle, you're losing 40 seconds at least.
Yep.
So even if you have it down to a T, sometimes it can still make you nervous.
Yeah. One thing is you have to keep like a nice even pace with Boom Boo. You know, if you go too fast and you hit him too far, like in front of him, then it'll actually send him going the other way. Oh no!
You make this up. Oh no!
It
is actually
that one fine.
possible.
You cursed that one fine.
I totally did.
There we go. Neither
Looks
of
like
us
he's gonna go for
fine.
fireball skip. Ooh, this is a pretty hard strat.
He manages it, and now he has to catch up. He didn't. Ooh.
Oh,
He still gets it. Okay.
Alrighty then. That was a bit rough, but that's a pretty cool strat. You can like force Boom Boo behind you. It's really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Or rather, in
Viblosh
front of you instead of behind.
He's making really weird movement choices here. He's like swinging in and out instead of trying to just keep up pace.
What the hecky?
Denny at the door clip.
Oof, a little bit rough. Second, was that second or third?
That was third, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very precise. It is as simple as holding up and spin dashing and jumping, but it is really precise.
Yeah, it's a really tight spin dash jump. It looks like some very smooth Egg Golem going on here. Second try on all the super bounces. Ooh!
He was just a little low on that.
Commentator's curse.
Oh.
Okay.
What's this camera from Denny?
What is this?
Okay. That was just him going around the loop normally, I guess. That's like your standard Sonic Adventure 2 camera. You know?
Yeah, something like that.
Viblosh
like,
has to wait through the ballerina.
Yep. Even though you can egg click. Yes, that was the sentence. Even though he can kill Egg Golem now, he has to wait for the ballerina to end for him to actually die.
Yeah, so you know, getting a ballerina where he only has one hit left is one of the biggest time losses you can get.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Danny's finishing up with a 226 Pyramid Cave. For his skill level, that's actually not bad at all. We tend to like, in the community, refer to a lot of things as good and bad. And the thing about that is that's all 100% relative. With a game with such a high, like, skill curve and, like, skill cap as this one, good and bad become kind of meaningless except for the runner who, like, performs and how it compares to their standards. Because just like, you know, start the game, you know, playing it, you're gonna begin like, I don't know, what, 253 minute pyramid caves, and then like you get better and better and better. So like, it's definitely one of those long-term improvement things. So even though it looks like Viblosh is just completely creaming Denny, Denny is definitely not having a bad run by any means.
Okay, Viblosh being really careful over that pit there. If he dies there, he loses 30 seconds. So he does pause hovers to ensure that he gets enough height.
Mm-hmm.
With a 106 at the top, this could... I don't think this can first cycle anymore.
Yeah.
That might have been like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Looks like it. Ooh,
No.
Certainly
He's
can't
not
first
getting it now.
certainly can't first cycle anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Anyways, Denny with the green room piece, he tries a death strat, gets a red or gets a blue room piece, and then he gets a green room piece again.
Oof,
That's wacky.
incredibly
Ooh,
rough.
But look at this.
Ooh,
Scorpion hiding in a box.
but does he know where it is?
This is a very
Oh, he takes a
uncommon
good
piece.
guess.
Oh yeah,
yes.
he knows. He knows.
He knows.
In his heart, he felt it.
You can feel it in his feet. The Great Emerald's power allows him to feel. It's been really unfortunate with Denny and just in general with his RNG, but that was definitely a nice little break at the end there.
Yeah. Maybe the game's gonna be nice to him as he goes into Meteor Herd later on.
Yeah,
Get that
definitely
sick, like, sub 40 Meteor Herd.
that'd be pretty nice.
Viblosh is nearing the end of Eternal Engine, so let's see how he manages to hit. Okay, he went pretty fast for the drop there. I was getting a little scared, not gonna lie.
Same. But it ended up working out.
I gotta do better next time.
Maybe Denny can fare just a little bit better on this boss than Viblosh did.
Yeah.
As long as he gets in one cycle, he's going to be saving, like, 30 seconds over Viblosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's going really close!
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
He was doing that because he was going slow. Okay. So
That makes a lot of sense.
he successfully caught up. Thank God.
It's close to your left.
I don't want to have any more blood on my hands. Anyways, this second piece is gonna be a pretty good piece. Rocket aimed at the arc.
Yeah.
So, like, the world is Viblosh's oyster right now.
Yeah.
Container at the top. I mean,
Could
it's
be a
not an
lot
amazing
worse.
piece, but yeah, this will be like close to 40 seconds.
A fun fact about that wall, by the way. We mentioned walls dragging you down. That one can too. You can move like a little bit faster with that drill dive if you rub yourself against that wall there. Wait, Denny got a hit while doing ballerina. Was that a poverty bounce or just a normal super bounce? I happened to miss that.
I didn't see either.
It's like a little bit of a rough time here. Very, very tricky boss, so.
Long time no see.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's
is
gonna
that
be
a
another
ballerina?
ballerina. It is.
Yeah. Alright, that's rough.
Talking to you is
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait this out.
Mm-hmm. Viblosh coming up here on Rouge.
If that's how you want to play, I will take it.
Let's see if Viblosh can press A and B successfully.
Yep. You're
It's
just kind of
looking it.
like handstand her here. Bop, bop, bop.
I never lose.
get away from
Oh, there we go. Denny manages to clean it out.
Mm-hmm. Overall, with falling through the sand at the end, pretty swag. What's your favorite way to end that boss for the swag?
I'm really bad at hitting the top, so I usually just I try to just get as good of like a death strat as I can. You can stop the IGT timer a little bit earlier by dying at the end of the boss.
Yep. We got a crazy gadget here. Very, very difficult trick coming up here that I know Viblosh will be going for. The question is, will he spend 20 minutes on it or not?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
he's
really
been
rusty
on
at
and
it,
off.
Yeah, he's been really on and off with this trick. His consistency's been all over the place, so we'll just see how it is today.
Okay, he's getting on the box.
Oh, first
He's
try to
out.
bounce.
But the question is, can he aim? He can. Wow.
Very
40
smooth.
Is that a 48?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Not shabby. Definitely
Very
good for
good.
a run.
Yeah. So that trick may have looked easy, but that's actually incredibly precise. You got to squeeze yourself between two kill planes, and then you gotta like fall in a very, very precise manner with very precise joystick movement, just to barely get enough distance to make it to the end, as well as aiming with very minimal visual cues.
Yeah.
So it's pretty darn difficult.
There's like a wall in a container there that you can use to kind of gauge, but it's still not super clear. Sometimes. Viblosh actually getting a really, really good Eggman too.
Nice.
He actually used the capsule in the center in order to get his third hit off pretty cleanly.
Ooh, a little bit rough there with Denny. The clip can be a little bit hard sometimes. Let's see. Second try? Yes, second try.
Okay. Yeah, he grabs the checkpoint just in case. But hopefully he won't need it, because if he messes this up, it's going to be like a good chunk of time lost still. But
Got a
I guess I
Viblosh
can
coming up on.
understand.
Yeah, I can understand why. You know, if you miss the skip once, like what's really, it only takes a second.
Viblosh with a really, really steep angle.
Yeah,
He
this
is looking
like
to get around this kill plane.
Yeah, almost low bounce.
Let's hope
Low
that...
bounce is a variant. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you talk.
All right, low bounce is a variant of the skip where you tend to get a bit less height, but you like are a lot safer getting around the kill plane. But
Denny... Okay, he got caught a little bit on the right side there. But no issues. We should be able to see the back of the goal ring. Oh yeah, he's got enough height. And he's far enough to the right, so he'll get around the final kill plane. No issues. This is still pretty low. But yeah, there we go.
very smooth. Man, Viblosh, why couldn't you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I still want to see that. Like, can anyone in this like tourney please do that? That'd be great. Really help me out. Oh no! Floating stone above a moon.
The actual worst piece in the game, like, confirmed.
Yep.
There's pretty much no way to make this piece good.
Yep.
It's just... Yeah, Viblosh is going in on the final boss. And it looks like he's got it down. He only needs 2 more hits. Ooh, okay. Of course, as soon as I say that, he's off just by a tiny bit. But a 39, almost a 39 flat. Good time.
Jump from the star, pretty standard third piece. See if they know where it is.
Yeah, bottom, top, middle, and it's like the far away middle. This is pretty nasty.
This is really
Not gonna
nasty.
lie.
Oh no!
And he breaks open the meteor, but misses the emerald.
That is so mean.
That's a big mood right there.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Denny just has had really bad RNG. You know, say what you want about like gameplay or anything, but you cannot deny his RNG is just bad. And it's unfortunate because that's out of his control.
Right. And he's been having really good execution to make up for it to boot, though. Like, I'm very, very, like, considering how recently he started running this game, I'm very, like, impressed with just his general Knuckles knowledge already being this good.
Yeah.
Putting in a lot of really good practice, and it's showing.
Mm-hmm. I'm figuring he's probably...
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
You were gonna keep going. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay. Yeah, but he's been running this game for like a month, and he's already that good at Knuckles.
Really? Only a month?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like maybe a little bit more, but not that long.
Okay. Yeah, and he's already gonna be. Ooh, this is a little funky of a fight. And yeah, Rouge jumps into the air. Whoa.
Okay.
Dude,
Okay.
He almost clears it out.
Oh no!
If that had happened, that would have been like the most anime thing I've ever seen. He just flies up behind Rouge and just like
knocks her off the wall. Just hard bodies.
That would have been sick.
This fight is so bad, by the way. Let me just tell you, this fight is awful when this happens.
Yeah.
At this point, like with what happened with it, like Rouge is impossible to see. You just cannot find Rouge. There we go.
He gets a clutch dive there, so. Yeah, usually in the case where that happens, most runners will just reset and try to finish the fight in under 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, trying to fight in the arena when it's like that is just pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who thought it was a good idea. It's a cool idea, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah. At least they give you the option to go fast enough to not have to do it, though. So... I guess that's something.
Yes, they totally gave that option. Oh my god!
That was a little weird. I thought
he was giving me like...
I thought the legend was about to just snipe him.
Then he is giving me like 5 heart attacks. This man is... oh no!
He tries to bounce on the rail to go really fast, but...
that's a little bit too soon and clipped through.
Yeah.
Ooh, skipless. Toasty.
Ooh. That camera was really funky. Going for the rail is a little scary sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Skipless Crazy Gadget has probably in my opinion, the most fun movement to watch, like, in the game. Or at least some of it.
Watching a skilled runner play Crazy Gadget is... especially after you tried playing it yourself. What's that camera? Especially after you tried playing it yourself, you can really understand that all this movement is, like... you know, with all the camera angles and stuff that you have and all these weird jumps to like skip little parts, then like you come to respect the stage.
Right. Looks like Denny being very, very good at dealing with the camera in certain places here, though. You know, and that's really impressive, honestly. Oh,
yeah. the game wanted to give him like some bonus points, you know. So it just kind of like forced him to grab it. Again,
also took away his rings in the process.
Yeah. Again, the homing attack just kind of like launches you backwards sometimes, just depending on how you're positioned. So that's always annoying when that happens.
Looks like they're going for it. Oh,
second try.
A little bit of undercharging their spin dash here. Oh, they got it. All right.
There we are.
229, not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a good skipless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know if Denny goes for FR skip?
I don't know, but this might actually... no, I was gonna say it might be PB pace, but I'm not sure actually. I think he has like a 46 now.
He has a 46? Oh, okay.
It might be a 48. I'm actually very unsure.
Do we need,
but
do we need
either way,
stats on that?
yeah. If you give me a second, I can
Okay.
grab them.
Oh, I got it. I'm already on speedrun.com. We're waiting.
See, a real speedrunner here. But either way, a very good run for them.
Oh yeah, he has a 48.
48.
48.06.
So if they do the skip, they might be able to clutch out
Yeah.
PB here, but we're unsure as of right now whether or not they go for it.
Yeah, without the skip, he's probably not going to make it. You'd have to get an extremely good skipless final rush. You have to get 2 minutes, and
Something
then
like that.
have a perfect final boss.
Right. The good movement at the start.
Yeah, he's doing a little jump there instead of trying to spin dash and bounce on that rail. That can be funky.
Looks like they're gonna.
He's going for
Ooh!
bounceless.
Bounceless. Oh, come on, Denny. You can do
Alright,
it.
let's hope he knows his
do it.
timing.
You can do it.
The skip is not hard, but it's very timing dependent. And any mess ups that you have early on in the stage, you have to account for in your final training time. He makes it around the kill plane, it looks like.
Yes. He's gonna have probably a lot of height just due to the nature of bounceless. Go, Danny, I believe.
Yeah, and also, I guess he still has the bounce if he wants to use that to get just a tiny bit of extra height. When you bounce, it actually, if you're falling at full speed, when you bounce, it'll actually lower your falling speed just a tiny bit.
A little bit to the left, though. It looks like they're accounting
Ooh, and
for
he
it.
has the hover, too.
Using the hover frames.
Perfect. Okay, he makes it around the kill
attack.
plane.
Looks like they're gonna be fine. We might be seeing a PB here.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Alright.
Another heart attack.
If we just have like a nice shadow too, it doesn't even have to be perfect. This could PB.
This can definitely be
Yeah. It kind of goes to show like how much time is wasted with like the emblems and like the loading and stuff. Because you think like he finishes the stage at 47, but then he starts the next stage almost 20-25 seconds later. So if you're like, ooh, okay.
Don't worry,
He's
they got like
the
a
hits
minute.
now.
Oh no. Playing it safe, I can respect that.
Alright.
Okay. Come on. Oh no. Danny.
No. Come on. Okay, he's waiting for the confirmed hit.
Ooh, is that gonna be enough though?
No, that's not enough. That's not enough.
It might be. Just barely. If Shadow can do it again, really.
This could be an IGT PV. This could be an IGT PV.
No, isn't it 4830 that they have? Okay,
Well, I thought I said 4806.
I
let me
probably
double check.
may have misheard. Hold up.
Anyways, that could have definitely been like an IGT PV, just from like deaths and stuff.
Let me check their stream right now and see what we got.
4806 is what he has on speedrun.com.
Yeah. Let me check what they got at IGT.
But yeah, that was a really good run for him then. If he almost got like an RTA PB from that.
Oh, it looks like they don't have their IGT on stream. So we don't know. This could have been a PB. We don't know. It's close enough to say that it might be, but until if he calculates IGT or like turns it on and checks their game time, then we might know. But as of right now, we're unsure.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it was a really good run for him.
Yeah, very close to their PB. Very, very nice turnout here on both runners' parts.
Yep. Good games to both of them. Thanks for racing for us. And congrats to Viblosh on the win. It was pretty expected, but it was definitely a good race. we have another race coming up at 5, right?
Yeah.
Do we know who that's between?
I don't, but I can easily check. So give me a second.
All right, if you do that, that'd be slick.
Yes. It's gonna be 5 here. That should be between, I believe, Dage and Only Kid.
Dage and Only Kid. Okay. Yeah, Only Kid's also a very new runner who's got a pretty good time, right? Does he have like a? I feel like he has like a 42 or something.
Let me check. It's definitely nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, he's been tanking this game extremely hard.
Yeah,
over
44,
the past
sub
couple
40,
months.
sub 45, and the amount of time they've been, running the game is definitely pretty impressive. So,
Okay.
about
Yeah.
2 months. It's their first
And-
run.
A lot of you probably already know Dage. Dage is the current world record holder, so I think that this is going to be pretty intense.
Mhm.
But I think it'll be definitely worth a watch. I think their performance will be pretty good.
Indeed.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off commentary.
Me as well, actually.
All right.
Thank you all for watching, and thank you both the runners for a fantastic showing.
Yep. Good job, guys, and thanks for commentating with me, partner.
No problem.
All right. Is the race going to be on this channel, or is it moving to another speed gaming channel? Do you know, perchance?
I do not know currently,
Okay, let's
but let me check the speed gaming schedule.
match schedule. Looks like Speed Gaming 4, so it is going to stay on here. All right,
Alrighty.
cool. Yeah, so we actually have a lot of races coming up tonight. Only Kid Dage, Demoted Staff and Tortellini, Draco Dan Jazz. That'll actually be a really interesting one at 8
that'll be
p.m.
intense.
Their times are pretty close to each other, so that's gonna actually be one to watch. Yeah, we're getting surprisingly close to the end of like the pool stage, the round robin, so we're gonna start seeing really good games soon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll have people back on here at 5 o'clock. We'll see ya.
See ya.